Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. This will be a reading having a look to see who's coming forward as your next relationship partner. And I will be providing an extended version to this reading as well to explore the connection in a little bit more detail. So we'll see what the cards can reveal. If you were interested in the extended version, the link to that will be available below. If you were after a private reading with me, my emails is also listed below, so please feel free to have a look at that. Otherwise, let's jump into it, Aqua, and have a look and see what's coming up as your next major love relationship. Okay, Aquarius, you might have a Virgo or an Aries coming in as your next connection here, or this person may have qualities that an Aries or a Virgo possesses as well. I feel like this person is currently single and available when the two of you connect, so I don't feel like there's any sort of barriers or obstacles as to you getting together. I think they're really going to want this connection, but they're also going to want an element of freedom. Now, you're very much like this, Aqua, or you can be very much like this, so I actually feel like this is a way where you can sort of maintain your identity and have quite an independent connection forming between the both of you, meaning you'll both give each other a lot of space. So, I mean, I do think there is someone coming forward with a very hectic and or busy lifestyle, and I feel like they're juggling quite a bit in their life when the two of you do connect in person. The Hermit and the Fool does point to someone quite independent. It does point to someone who might be a little bit of an introvert. Aquarius, they might be an entrepreneur. They might like to have a lot of autonomy, or they may have a lot of autonomy in their line of work. For example, they might do freelance work. I think they're a bit outside of the box. They don't really conform to what everyone else does, so I don't feel like they're a sheep or they're a follower type thing. I think they like to do things independently. It's just who they are. I think you're going to be very drawn to this, though. You're going to find it very, very attractive how they are. Now, they could be foreign. They could be coming from a distance with the Fool card. The bird is here. The moon is pictured in the background, so I don't know if there's something about Cancerian energy. So I do think this person could be quite kind and compassionate and quite empathetic towards you and just towards other people in general. So I do feel like they have that about them, Aqua. But the Nine of Swords, I think they're very much in their head sometimes, and there could be an air energy to them as well. So they could be quite analytical. Back to the bird here, the bird is going to be a messenger, so they could work in communications, or they could be quite an effective communicator. But sometimes I feel like they presume things, and I think anxiety can get the better of them at times. So you may come to see this as you get to know this person in a little bit more detail. I think this is a relationship that's really going to be slow to move, though, with the Seven of Pentacles. So don't expect instant results with this person. I think there's a lot to do with growth and nurturing and building towards something here. So it's going to take time for this to get off the ground. It's going to take time for this to really become the kind of connection you're wanting. And I know at times you can get very swept up in this, Aqua, but I feel like to see results from this person, that's definitely going to take time. But the Queen of Chalices is here, so I feel in terms of your emotional connection towards this person, I do feel like they're going to be quite expressive. I do want to say at times they could even be a little bit needy, Aqua. They may require a lot from you. It could be attention, it could be words, it could be affection. Look, maybe they're big on these things. I do feel like they are quite affectionate. I do. But they have their wall up. I feel like there's a wall there and then the water streams. So I feel like their exterior, they might be a little bit mysterious or not give away too much. In fact, Aqua, I feel like they might purposely not give you signs that they are interested in a way. It could be a bit of mind games. I mean, the Hermit is very strategic, so I feel like it's someone who knows what they're doing, and I think in order to get your attention, to get you interested, or perhaps to get you invested, This is the way they're sort of going to approach you, and it's going to be very, very subtle. I don't think this person is going to be completely obvious. I don't think they're over the top. I don't think that they have that. I do feel like they are a little bit more quiet, but the way in which they'll do things, it could be sweet and subtle. But I do want to say, at times you might feel a little bit lonely in this connection for one reason or another. I don't know if it's because you're coming into this person's life at a very, very busy time for them, maybe professionally, maybe emotionally, maybe with family. But I feel like with the Hermit and the Fool, there's going to be times where you feel like it's either you don't have that title, you'll want the title attached to your relationship and you won't have it. Or it could be something like you just feel really outcasted at times from how this person is thinking and feeling. Whilst I think there is an emotional side to them, the moon here, which can represent that emotion, can also represent a bit of mystery and the subconscious. So in a way that makes me think that you won't always know what this person is feeling or thinking, and that might scare you a little bit, Aqua. In one way, I think it could really excite you and keep you on your toes, and I think that will keep you engaged. But in another, I think it's unpredictability from this person. It could be mixed messages as well that you may come to see. But there is something that they may keep from you, or it's almost like they're unsure about how to share something with you because of the way you might react. I don't know if this is you here or this is them, but that could be coming up into the relationship. But she's planting something here, so I feel like growth, maybe fertility, maybe planting the seeds. I think there's good potential that can come of this relationship, or that can come from this person. So, and especially the bridge here. I do feel like they're quite creative or dreamy. Maybe dreamy in looks, in mannerisms, the way they present themselves, the way they come across. I feel like they do have a bit of a dreamy quality to them. But I think they know it, but they're not. I feel like it's a humble energy. I don't think there's someone really self-conceited or self-absorbed. I think they're fairly humble. They're fairly practical. They take a fairly practical approach with the Two of Pentacles. They always try to weigh things up. So I think they are big on giving and taking, on finding equality in certain situations. So I think that's quite an admirable quality to this person, Aqua. So that's very, very good to see. I do feel like I feel like there is something happening when the two of you connect. And I think in a way, you might take it personally, Aqua, and you might think it's because of you, but I do think there's something else happening with this person, especially if you're currently dealing with them now. And if they seem somewhat distant or cold or mysterious or uncertain about things, whilst I think you may have something to do with that, maybe even a little bit, I think majority is something more internal that's happening for them. So you might need to give them space and watch them grow, watch them build up that wall, or emotionally get through any sort of demons or anxieties or whatever it is that they're currently encountering or trying to endure. And I think you're going to have to give them that space, Aqua, for them to deal with what it is that they need to deal with here. But you could potentially fall in love or come to care very deeply about one another. The Queen of Cups takes a very divine, feminine, soft approach to love. So I feel like you might have to approach this more sensitively, maybe than you have in your previous relationships, maybe more so than your previous ex-partners, for example. So that'll be something to take into consideration. But I think they're going to be worth it, Aqua. I do. There's something here very special about this person, very unique. Okay? I will leave your reading at that though, so thank you again so much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot. If you would like a private reading with me, please feel free to reach out via email, which is listed in the Show More section. I will now be doing your extended reading to explore this connection in a little bit more detail. So you're more than welcome to join me for that, Aqua. The link is also below in the Show More section.